Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. And if I subscribe, thank you for doing that. And today's tutorial will be learning how to make a full scarfinator. How you're going to make a full scarfinator and how you're going to attach it to your turban body. Just look at this. So let's get started. Let's DIY. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. And if I subscribe, thank you for doing that. So let's DIY. So these are the material we're going to be needing for this scarfinator. You can check my previous video on how to make a scarfinator. Just look at it. And this is our scuba material. I use scuba material for the cap. Yes, scuba material is going to come out perfectly. And that is my soft wording. You can use your acrylic, but I love working with my soft wording. So just look at it. Just look at it. That is the feathers. Look at it. And my measurements for this turban, I used 23 inches, and for the fitting I used 22 inches for the fitting. And that is my thread, and that is my pieces for scarfinator. That's the scarfinator part, the belt part. So I'll be showing you the measurements I used here. So I'm going to be showing you the measurements. I have 11 inches. You can touch just like, and I have 11 inches by 5 inches. 11 inches by 5 inches. So I'm going to sew it down. I've already sewed this down, and I'm going to turn this out. I'm going to turn this out. Just see what I'm doing. It's so easy to do. I will turn this out with my scissors. You turn it out. You turn these pieces out. This scarfinator parts. This is the beauty of the turban. So I've already turned it out. Just what I'm doing. I've turned it out. If you are making this for a client, make sure you use a quality material. The material I used for the scarfinator, I used my doll face. So I'll set this aside, and that is the turban cap. So I'm going to do the fitting of the turban. This is the fitting of the turban. I'm done. I'll do the fitting of the turban. Then I'll make a running station. That I'll make sure the turban is so fitted. So you make a running station. Just check first of my video on how I make turbans. Check my previous video on how to make your turban. So turban making is so easy to do. So kindly ignore any noise you're hearing from the background. So let's focus on what we are doing. Focus on the details of what I'm doing. So you make a running stitch just the way I'm doing this. You bring the needle and thread out, and you are going to sew it. So I sewed my turban on my sewing machine. You can use a weaving machine. If you have a weaving machine, use a weaving machine, or you use a sewing machine. If you're beginners, I don't know how to make a turban cap, just check because of my video. Just start how to make a turban cap. You're going to see my videos. Just see my videos there, and you're going to make the turban cap. So I'm going to tie now. So, and this is the first step now. The first step down is already done now. So I'm done with the turban cap. I'm going to turn this out. I'll turn. Make sure you tie that part. Make sure you sew it so well. And this color is white, so I'm trying to be very careful because it's a white color. This is a white color, so I'm trying to be so careful. Just look at this. Check this. And so the next thing we'll be doing now, this is our scarfinator part. I've already cut my soft wording. So cutting of my soft wording is going to be tying. So you're going to cut your soft wording times 2. Don't forget the body of the scarfinator is 11 inches long by 5 inches wide. So our soft wording is going to be 11 inches wide by 10 inches wide. Sorry, 11 inches long by 10 inches wide. Then I'm going to fold into 2. That's how I'm going to do everything. Just keep pulling it inside. So you're going to take it one after the other. Just see what I'm doing. Take it one after the other, and you are going to Just see what I'm doing. So yeah, it's so easy here. You're going to take it one after the other and you are going to sew it. Just see what I'm doing. You take one after the other, pull it in. It's so easy to do. You can check my previous video on how to make this, and you just use your hand to arrange this. You arrange this and you, so I decided to show this part, how I made that part, because of beginners. So that's how you're going to do it. You take it one after the other. I'm doing this for beginners, so you take this after the other and you arrange just the way I did the other one. You're going to keep doing that. You keep joining, you keep joining, you keep joining, you keep joining. Just what I'm doing. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment this on this video. Just what I'm doing. You keep doing that. You keep doing that. I have 18 pieces. I'm going to use 17 pieces for the scarfinator and 1 pieces for the rose part. So you keep doing this, till you get to the last page. Just what I'm doing. You fold and you make a running stitching. You fold and you make a running stitching. So I have 18 pieces. I use 17 pieces for the scarfinator and I use 1 pieces for the rose part. Just keep doing this. Keep folding. Just what I'm doing. I have to repeat this part because of the beginners. You keep doing it. You keep doing it until you get to the last page. You keep doing this. You can use your soft wording, you can use your quilling, you can use your wording, just depend on what you want. So this is the finishing part and for the scarfinator. So I'll be going to the next part now. This is the next part now. You're going to make sure you sew it round, so it's not going to lose you. You sew it round. If you are making this for a client, even if you are making it for yourself, you make sure you sew it so neat and you make sure you sew it tight. Make sure the sewing is so tight. It's very important. The sewing have to be very tight. I'm going to use your needle and thread to sew it round. You use your needle and thread to sew that part round. Make sure you sew it so round. You keep sewing with your needle and thread. You sew in and out. It's so important for you to sew it so tight. So this, you keep doing this. And when you are done with this, so the next thing we'll be doing right now, I'll be making the rose part. And this is the rose part. My rose part, the measurement is the same measurement with the scarfinator. So the measurement is the same thing. So the measurement is 11 inches by 5 inches. You make a rose. I'm going to use this rose to cover that part. You make sure you use it to cover the part to make your work so neat. You can get a ready-made rose, but I'm making this rose by myself. Just to keep doing this because it's white, so I make sure I use the same fabric to do it, so it's going to come out so beautiful. Just what I'm doing is so easy to do. Just look what I'm doing.